Good afternoon, ladies. It's me. I'm still around, just a little busy. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, front row, Patty. Whoop, whoop. I'm pulling it up on my thing now. I'm not used to this. It's been a few weeks, so I'm a little slow. So I was off work today because, I had my long drive back to Kentucky this weekend to take Cam back to school from her spring break. So she had to go back. My spring break is not till the end of the month, which really stinks. So I thought I would come on and chit chat and craft a little bit with you guys today. No, Dustin, no school today. I took the day off. Behind Patty making bunny ears. Yay, Scotty. Hey, Dustin, what's up? Yep, I took the day off because I knew it was going to be a long weekend. Oh, yep, this is the piece that you showed, that I took the picture of on your live the other night. So I thought I would see if I could make it. Hi, Joey. How are you doing? Hi, Ange. Oh, you're watching my winnings? Yeah, I didn't do that live. I just filmed it. I filmed it live, but private. How you doing, Joey? I can't seem to catch you at all lately because of my new schedule. And I think you're bebopping all around on different days. So I just thought I'd come on and chat with you guys and do a little tatting and if I get bored of this, maybe we'll try something else. But I think I'm going to work on this because I want to get this piece done. This is just a regular one that I do, so I'm going to make a few more of these, but I wanted to try something new, and this was one that Patty had. It was a double wide one, and it was actually looked like a bracelet piece. So I'm doing just the single row of it, and I figured it out really quickly. Tasty chatting, LOL. Is that what I said? I think I said tatting and chatting. Where does it say tasty chatting? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I screwed up when I did my live. That would be bad. I'm trying to get there to go look. Where is my YouTube? Oh my gosh, there it is. I'm like, I don't even see my YouTube. That's not good. Let's see if I can find me. Don't mind my hands. And look, I have my nails done. Look, I did pretty little flowers and some bling, and I haven't had polish on my nails all week. And look at this, my YouTube doesn't even want to come up. What is up with that? Oh, autocorrect. Okay. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's weekend? How's everybody been the last couple of weeks? I feel like I haven't been on. I know it's been at least 3 weeks. I feel like I haven't been on in forever. So if I talk about 100 miles a minute, then you know why. And I have you in really close. I'm going to see if I can pop you in just. I think I have you all the way in, but I wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Not now. It wants me to update, and I don't want to update right now. I just want to go to my channel so I can see the chat. Lucky, yeah. Hi, Kristen. How are you? And if I miss someone, just type in caps. You just got over the flu. Yeah, I don't want any of that. Dustin's like, we are all self-employed. Yes, they're all self-employed, Dustin. I, on the other hand, am not. There it is. Yay. Because I want to say the StreamYard probably has a little bit of a lag, but I'm not sure. Let's see if it's going to even go to my video so I can see it in front of me while I'm chatting instead of looking over at the computer. But look, I haven't done my banners in a while either, so I like to do my banners every once in a while. I love this one. Yay! Patty's going to have to teach me how to do some other ones, but yep, love my big purple banner. All right, let's get back to comments. Oh, we need to take that off, though, because I want you to be able to see, so let's just turn it off. There we go. And it is purple. I know it looks blue on YouTube, but it's purple. So what's everybody been up to? How you doing, Joey? I think you're just cranking away over there. I try and catch when I can here and there, but I just can't catch you live. We're here in Florida on Corona Watch right now. Oh, we're on it everywhere. Sanitize, 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 everyone. I keep telling my daughter that every time she leaves the house. Sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. So, yeah, so I'm just working on this little piece, and I thought I would just continue to work on this little piece while we chat. I am going to put some lotion on my hands first here because I'm like, all this sanitizing is making my hands so dry. And, you know, driving a school bus, it's like you sanitize every 5 seconds. All these kids getting on and off the bus and touching everything. And yeah, lots of fun. Send you what? Yes, we do live in some challenging times for sure, Joey. I agree. Busy being a homesteader. LOL, the wind here will blow your hair off. Yeah, me and Patty had the wind really bad last night. It was terrible. Aw, thanks, Patty. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up, everyone. It's been a while, so I could use it right now. I'm sure everyone is probably wondering where I went. Sanny. Oh, send you some sanitizer? Go buy some sanitizer. Send you some sanitizer. What are you, crazy? Go to the dollar store. So I'm not really going to explain to you what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just thought I'd come on and do a little tatting and chatting. I know you guys both saw the pieces. Oh, I can show you up close that piece that I did over the weekend because I really like it. And I think some people think I did the whole piece, but I actually did tatting on top of a crocheted lace. So hold on. Let's see if I can not make a big disaster here. This one and this one. So if you guys hear a big crash, it'll be all the stuff behind me. He's asking his mom for a care package. Yeah, okay, whatever. My favorite hashtag at the moment. Be kind. Yes, exactly. Definitely always be kind. I wake up every morning and, you know, I say my prayers to Jesus every morning, and I always tell him, you know, let me be a better person today than I was yesterday, and, you know, just to remember what other people are going through. So this is the piece I did on the drive while my sister was driving, and I actually took this. I know I have it right here, or one close to it. So I took a piece of crochet lace like this, and I just tatted across the top of it through the spaces. So that's what that is. I did not make this whole piece. I did the tatting like this stitch across the top of it, and it'll just be perfect up the side page of a journal. I just think it's perfect. And then I did this one, and the color of it didn't show up right on the camera, but it's actually a beautiful, beautiful green color. And that's the little doily one that I made on the drive as well. And if I put something white behind it, you'd probably see it better. So like that. So yeah, so that's the other one I made. And these, I'm pretty quick at these now. And I change them up a bit. I change up the bottom, and these are the ones that I like to add the beads to. That looks really pretty when you add beads to it. So hi, Siobhan. How are you doing? Hi, Sandra. Okay, I probably should check chat for a minute, right? Because I'm like way behind. Let's see. I heard all sanitizer is aloe and alcohol. Probably close to it. And being kind to yourself is important too. Correct. Aw, thanks, Ange. You caught me. That's because I have a day off. Well, you guys, during spring break, I think I'm going to come on during the date too. I know. Isn't that clever, Joey? Just to, I mean, everyone's like, that's awesome. But I mean, I can crochet like this, not exactly that stitch, because this almost looks like, I know it's called crochet, but this looks more like that bobbin lace, like Patty was talking about the other night. Those old ladies that do that bobbin lace, just because of how it's done, and the threads, the stitches are not crochet stitches. It actually looks like knots with things being flipped. So I know in the, you know, the dollar store and stuff, they call it a crochet lace, but this is not actually, those are not crochet stitches. I mean, I crochet, I know what they look like. This more looks like bobbin lace crochet or whatever they would call it. But yeah, I really like that. So I'm going to be making a lot more of these. I have been doing them on pieces of fabric as well that I've been like, oh my gosh, putting ephemera down. And I don't know if I have those close by to show you. I know I've posted them, but oh, these. So I've been doing some tatting and crocheting up these too, and then I've been decorating them because, you know, Laurel's got to do everything different than everybody else. So this is like a lace crochet. That is done with just embroidery thread that is super, super tiny. So that's what I did. And then I just embellished the piece of fabric so that it looks pretty on the inside of the book as well. And then these two both have tatting on them. This is just a really pretty fabric. It's got like a script print on it. I know you can't see it, but that's crochet here and then tatting here. So these are all for down the sides of journals. This is like a gorgeous piece of fabric that I have. I have a big piece of it, but I did this one. And again, I did the green crochet stitch and then the tatting on top of it. And I'll catch up with chat in a second, ladies. And then this one is also one that's done in, it's called crochet lace or lace crochet, lace threading, lace crochet. So that's that one. And I haven't embellished this one yet. So I love making these. These are a lot of fun to make. All right, let me catch up. Let me see if I missed anybody. Dang, I was kind of close. What did you say, Patty, that I missed? I gotta go back. I don't know what I missed. Hi, Mom. You caught me. I'm home from work today. I took a personal day because I had to take Cam back this weekend. So I thought I'd take a personal day today. How you doing, Ma? Aw, thanks, Siobhan. Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? Hi, Linda. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Aw, thanks, Patty. Thank you, Ange. Thanks, Siobhan. Yeah, the one with the purple one that I embellished, I think this one's my favorite. I just think that's so pretty. And then my sewing machine actually does words and stuff, so that says love, and it has like butterflies and stuff. So I think this one's my favorite. I just like the way that I did the embellishing with fabric, with different fabrics. So I really like that one. Hi, Mags. I didn't even see you sneak in there. Hi, Ivy. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. I just haven't been on for a while, so I thought I'd come on and chit chat and do some crafting. And I'm just trying to catch up on the chat here. And then I'll start doing some tatting. Make sure I don't miss anybody. I think I got everyone. Hi, Happy Lux. How are you? Oh, you're welcome. As soon as I go on Wi-Fi went out. Hey, yeah, that's always the way, huh, Ma? All right, so I'm just going to chat with you while I make this piece because we have a new thing. I can't really say much about it, but you know, so I'm making these for somebody. So the only way this is usually when I get going on something is when I know I have to make something for somebody. Then I get my butt going. I haven't tatted in a while either, but the minute I pick it back up, then I can't stop. And uh-oh, wait, what are you doing? Oh yeah, is that right? No, that's not right. See, I'm going to start talking and then I'm going to screw it up. That's the nice thing about this, though, is you can't really screw it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can't really screw it up. Yeah, the time difference. That's what gets you every time. That's why I said, I wonder who's going to show up. I'm never on during the day. But anyway, I was saying during my spring break, I will be because I'll be home over. Can you make... Yeah, why? You want a dragonfly, Patty? I'm sure I could make a dragonfly. I could figure it out. I can make butterflies, so I don't see why I can't make a dragonfly. It's just a matter of getting creative. I like to, while I'm tatting or crocheting, like I'm working on another piece, I like trying to come up with like my own little different stitches and stuff, and I always try and make everything my own, make it a little different than, you know, and if I thought about this more, I would have changed this up a little bit just to make it more mine and not look like something you've seen before, just to add something different to it. I like to do that too, because I like my stuff to, even when I'm watching like journalers, and oh my God, I've been watching everybody. I'm trying to do prompts that Artie Mays is doing, and prompts that Roxy Creations is doing, and I've been watching all these channels, and I've got all these little piles of stuff laid out, and I'm like, I definitely am a person that needs about 10 more of me, because between my crochet and my tatting and my quilling and my mixed media, and I don't have, I want to make so many things, and I just feel like my time just gets shorter and shorter and shorter instead of longer. you know like I lose more time every day. My time just seems to get shorter. And so I start tatting, and then it's like I feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing my journal stuff right now. Autocorrect is killing you. You meant to say something else, right? I'll be snoring away in Zealand. Yeah, I don't even know what your guys' time zones are. It's only 2:35 in the afternoon here, but I'm sure it's not that time where you are. And all day when I've been looking at the clock, I'm like, okay, where would I be on my bus right now? Like right now, I would be picking up my Fox Meadow kids and taking them home. I don't know why I do that. It's terrible. I can't even, just enjoy my day off. I got to keep thinking, oh, where would I be right now, and what would I be doing? So yeah, so I'm more, as I was saying, and I told you guys, beware. I'm going to be all over the place because I haven't been on in a while, so I'm literally going to be talking about a mile a minute and be all over the place. So I'm trying to get stuff done for somebody. Laptop is messing me up. Uh-oh, Mags. No laptop issues. And then I can't wait for spring break, because I am going to come on during the day during my spring break, just because I will be confined to my home for, I have to have some stuff done. So I'll be stuck in my house because I won't want to go out. I so do the same. So I got to start one thing. And oh my gosh, Linda, you don't even want to know how many projects I have around me. A little bit of this one, a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one. I was watching, and I'm trying to remember now. I take a little piece of paper and I put inspired by, but my problem is every project I do, I have to make it my own, and it becomes this big ordeal, not this simple little project like it's supposed to be. Like I'm working on this paper bag one that's amazing, and I'm trying to, still stuck on something I need to do to the cover, so I put that to the side. Exactly, Scotty. I don't have to get up for anybody anymore, but I can't wait till spring break either. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just because I have a new schedule at work, I decided I needed to work more and, have less time in my life. So I leave here at 5:30, and I don't get home now till 5:30 in the evening. And tomorrow I have this one late run that's actually 2 days a month, and it's I tomorrow I probably won't be getting home till 7:30, quarter to 8. So it's a long day. So I don't have as much time as I had before. So it's trying to squeeze stuff in, when you get home and you eat and you shower, then it's like, all right, how much time do I have to pull something out? Oh, thank you, Sandra. Uh-oh. Yeah, those darn laptops. Mom. Oh my God, Mountain Girl. Ange, Ma, Ange. And she's writing it 15 times. So her computer, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or do you just keep hitting enter, Ma, on the same sentence? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I do have to think a little bit, or I'll never get this piece done because I'll be screwing it up a million times. I am doing the needle tatting. I do have shuttles, and trust me, I am going to figure out how to make them work, because shuttle tatting is, it looks like it's supposed to be easier. I just haven't completely wrapped my head around it when you're doing certain kinds of stitches, and I can do just about anything with the needle. Some say needle tatting's easier. Some say shuttle tatting's easier. So I do have shuttles, and I'm going to start practicing with them just to see how much quicker I can get a project done. But what happens is I pick up something and then put it down, and then I start doing something else, and you forget certain things, and then it's like you got to go back. And so I do want to figure out how to use the shuttles, though I'm so used to using the needles now that but I see people that use shuttles and they just whip through the projects. But I can actually, when I'm just sitting here by myself, I can actually go pretty fast when I'm using the needle. And I haven't really poked myself that many times. So I'm usually pretty good. He is 5'8". I'm 5'3". Oh yeah, her sons are super tall. You like Mountain Girl? Wrapping the needle, I think I can do, but the rest don't think so. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's because I know how to crochet, and I taught myself so many different how to do different stitches and just how to work through stuff. And I'm great at math. I think that's what helps do this kind of stuff. And I want to say most of it's pretty easy, but some of the patterns are really difficult, and it takes a little bit of thought process. I mess up quite a few times, and I have to. I'm weird. I don't want to waste my thread, so I will sit and take it out just like a knot. I don't want to waste thread, so I will sit and spend an hour taking out a knot rather than starting over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I have to count a little bit here and there and make sure I have it right. I'm just weird like that, and I think I like the challenge of fighting with knots. I must like fighting with knots, I think is my thing. Yeah. So how did you drive into I wasn't driving, my sister was driving. My sister actually came with me this time because, well, first, she's never seen Cam's room. And secondly, I'm telling you, I had the most horrific drive the week before. I almost had a really bad accident. And then I hit this snowstorm, and we're talking, it's out there. And it was right when I hit Kentucky. It's pitch black. It's nothing but trees. And that's it. Trees. No lights, no nothing. And it was that snow that kind of comes almost like someone was standing there with a fan and blowing all this white stuff right at your face, like blinding you. I could not see a road. Everybody had their hazards on, although, mind you, there weren't very many cars. It probably would have helped if there was more. Yes, the stitches are super tiny. I wanted to just sit there and cry. I couldn't pull over. I couldn't stop. I didn't know where I was. I couldn't even see a road or a line. And this went on for an hour. And I got on the phone with Cam finally, and I said, Cam, I don't know what to do. I can't see. I can't, I was literally almost in tears, and I'm like, I can't pull over. And every time I looked at my GPS, it kept saying 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. So it was almost like I wasn't getting anywhere. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this for another 30 minutes. So it was a very long, stressful drive for me to get there and have like a half an hour to sit and then turn around and drive home. So it was over a 14-hour drive that night, and it wasn't good. So Shell, came with this time so I would have some company and get a break from driving so much, which was really nice. And then she got to see Cam's room and everything, which was awesome. I can't hear this. Bye. Oh, bye, Ma. Sandra, I wouldn't see the stitches. Yeah, go out and come back in, Ma. Yeah, and the accident I almost had, oh my God, my leg, you know how you get your legs shake so bad like you have no legs? Yeah, it was not fun. All right, Ma, I can't hear this. Bye. Oh my goodness, Ma. So yeah, so it was, and I think it freaked Shell out a little bit. So she's like, I'm coming with you this week. And I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome. Because it does get kind of boring when you're by yourself all the time, especially at night when it's dark and there's nothing to see and no one to talk to. And, you know, it's not my favorite thing. And then to hit that was definitely, I never wanted it. I'll never do it again. If that happens, I'm just going to sit in the middle of the road with my hazards on and not move till it stops because it was insane. But, you know, God's always watching over me and I made it and that's all that matters. So safe and sound, and we got home safe and sound. So yeah, and this is not even the smallest needle I can use to do this. And I have smaller thread. And I didn't want to come on with that and show you and do this because you wouldn't have been able to see anything I was doing. Not that you're seeing anything. I'm mostly just chatting, but I have a way smaller needle. It takes a lot longer because the smaller the thread, the longer it takes to make the project. You know, with anything, the bigger the thread you use, the faster you can make a row of something. You've never driven in snow, Debbie? Well, this was not any snow. I live in Chicago and there is lots of snow. I've never driven in anything like this where you literally can't see because it's just flying at your face. Yeah, I don't like when it's icy out either. I mean, I don't mind snow and stuff like that. Like I said, I live in Chicago. I'm used to it. I'm not afraid to drive in snow. This stuff I was probably because it was so dark and you just couldn't see anything, nothing at all. And all you could see was this white stuff coming at your face. I even took a video. I didn't hold up my phone. My phone's in a cradle, but the camera was actually pointing right out the window. So I just hit the button and took like 1 minute recording of it just so I could show my sister when I got home what the heck it looked like. So it looks like a little ladder stitch, but I think it's really pretty. What would be nice is I think the next one I make, I'm going to change the center row and I'm going to put a picot in there and put a bead in there and then put a bead on these end ones. And I think that'll be really, really pretty. So it's just the little things you can change up. Excuse me. As you're going along. Hold on one sec. Oh, too much talking. I need a drink. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, whiteouts. It's like when it's like, it almost makes you want to blink the whole time. And all you see is this white, 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 a million little white things coming at your face. But I'm safe and sound, and that's all that matters. So, and we had a beautiful drive. So it was really me and Shaw. We get in these laughing fits, kind of like me and Mags do, and me and Scotty. It's like, and you can't even breathe. So we laugh so hard that neither one of us can talk or breathe because we're having a discussion about something. So it was really funny. Yes, you did, Miss Scotty. In pink, I believe. Oh, you got the white with the pink beads, and then you got a pink doily, I believe. I made you a pink doily. That's what I call them. These look like little doilies, right? And there's ones that you can make little centerpieces too, and it looks really pretty. I mean, you just keep going with your rounds, and it just looks really pretty. Hi, Kat. How are you? Nice to see you during the day. She's probably like, is it daytime? I just wanted to come on and visit in a little while. I really missed you guys, and I miss talking. I haven't been on in a while, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can usually do this without counting and talking because sometimes when I start counting, then I screw myself up too. So as long as I can see, I usually can multitask, talk and do something else at the same time. All right, which way does this need to go? This way. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're good. That's awesome. So yeah, so I just took the picture and I'm like, okay, I can figure this out. And I want to make the double one too. I think it's pretty cool. Yes, I miss my lives. I got a few ladies sent me a message and like, "Well, are you okay? When are you coming live? I miss you, haven't seen you." I'm like, I'm working on it. I know I had talked about changing from Friday to another day, which I'm going to stick with too, only because it is very hard for me, and it depends on my mood. And if I have something ready to go, maybe I'll pop on a Friday. But by the time I get home, I can't really get anything ready in time to be on early enough. And I mean, I don't want to be coming on super late either, because then who's going to be here to chat with me if I come on super late? So, all right. So what's everybody been working on? Anybody crafting today? Oh my goodness. Get in that. Missed watching the good old days. Exactly. Cat's taking a break from lives. That's nothing wrong with that either. I just took a 3-week break, Cat. So, but I mean, I'm literally, when Cam's not here, when she's in school, and I know it's not good to do because then my anxiety gets going and stuff. A pile of junk mail. Oh, um, and I'm on a bus all day, so I don't talk to anybody. And then I come home and I sit in my room and I don't talk to anybody. And you do this repeatedly through the week and all this. I need some people to talk to. I've been in the same room. It's like almost like Groundhog Day over and over and over again. And it gets me crazy. It gets to my anxiety and stuff. And it's like I just need people to talk to, because it's not good to just be in the same place all the time. Like I started walking just to get out of the house because I do spend a lot of time in this room. Um, so when I come home from work now, I walk around um, our big block like twice. So it's a mile. It takes a half an hour, um, which then of course just makes you feel all better. Yeah, I know I know what you meant. You just exhausted. Yeah, that's how I am every day. You're writing you a prescription for more people. Um, so yeah, I mean I like talking. I like talking, obviously, but I like talking to people and I love my crafting, and that's all I want to do when I'm home. So usually on the weekends, I usually don't go out a lot because that's my time to catch up on all my crafting that I didn't get to do during the week, because unless I'm just tatting or something, I really don't pull out a project or anything because I don't get very far. Then it's like I just pulled all this out and now I look at the clock and it's like, oh, time to go to bed. But I'm just trying to take advantage of as many hours at work that I can right now, because I don't know if I'll be working over the summer. You know, I wasn't working last summer and I would prefer to work this summer. We had like 18 people retire this year, so I'm hoping there's going to be some work this year, which will be nice. I'm going to be painting and making new cushions from. Nice, Debbie. That sounds awesome. Yeah, the one I bet, Ange. I have to love ye and leave ye. Great to. Oh, thanks for coming in, Siobhan. I appreciate it. At 8 p.m., I have to get him. There you go. Have a great night, Siobhan. Oh, we had 60s here yesterday, Mags. That's awesome. It's raining today. I didn't know it was supposed to rain because I didn't check the weather because I didn't have to go to work today, so I didn't even bother looking at the weather. Oh, I just screwed that one up. So I got to pull this back out, make sure I get the right thing right here. It's like sometimes you gotta go, I got it. Don't want to screw that up. 1, 2, 3. That looks like it has 4, but that's okay. That's okay. Snowing here. Oh, yeah. Never going back to Montana ever again. Ever again. I'll just look at pictures of mountains on a picture. All right, I need some unravel here. It won't let. Right. Oh, it'll be back to the 50s. Aw. Well, I definitely know spring is on its way for sure. Thank goodness, because I thought we were going to have, just a really bad snowstorm because we've had such a mild winter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we didn't. But that doesn't say it couldn't happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It can still happen, I suppose. Stranger things have happened here in Illinois. But 70s is awesome. Did you go out and walk around outside, Max? Spend some time outdoors? I can crochet and walk. I wonder if I can tat and walk. Crocheting and walking, I can just pretty much. So I wonder if I could walk and tat at the same time. I might have to try it and see. Might be a new thing. Tatting and walking. What am I doing here? Going under this one. So everybody make sure you're here later. Miss Patty's on tonight. It's Monday. Lots of goodies to be seen. Mild winter here in Ohio. Spring is springing already. Yeah, all of our trees, when I'm checking my bus and stuff, I'm on my layover, I usually get out and walk around for a minute or two, just so I'm not sitting all day. And I see all the buds coming on the trees. But it was so weird when we went to Kentucky, all the green that we saw already. I was like, all the trees had green leaves and stuff on them already. The grass was, all the green was coming through. I was like, wow, it was so pretty. It's so pretty out there. And I got to take pictures this time because I never get to take pictures. And in the summer, when I go back to pick her up, all down the highway through Indiana, there's these trees with these purple flowers all on them, and I never get to get a picture. Hi, Telly. How are you? I got my goodies today, Telly. It was awesome. I know Nikki would be here, but she's at work. What you doing, Telly? I haven't seen you in a while because I don't think Nikki's been on, but I'm having a hard, I'm like, got so many videos lined up, and I'm always getting yelled at because I have like 20 tabs open along my computer, but that is my only way to remember that I need to watch these people's videos. It's like out of sight, out of mind. So I leave all these tabs open, being bored. And then when I get home, I'll just go and pick one, and I go in a row and I watch a couple, because that's the only way I can keep up with everybody's videos and what's going on, or else I'd be so far behind because my notifications fly by so fast during the day that I wouldn't know who is on. So I usually come on and check at night, and then I just open them all up and have all these tabs going on. It's fun. It makes my computer run so fast. Crocheting a bag. Are you crocheting? Yay. That's awesome. I made some teeny tiny little bags, little purses, and I believe I sent one to Debbie. Who did I send the other one to? Oh, and one went to Ange with her little bitty itty bitty crocheted house in it. But those were all made, all designed by me. So it was like, when I crochet, it's as you go. I come up with stuff as I'm going and see how it turns out. Oh, hi, Peggy. Thank you. Yeah, I just am on chatting. I'm not really explaining what I'm doing. I'm just doing some chatting while I'm chatting with everybody just because I haven't been here in a while. But I should be back this weekend, so it should be all good. Probably on Saturday, and it may be during the day. It may not be at night. I don't know yet. We'll see how my weekend goes. So it's a lot of twist, turn, repeat, twist, turn, repeat. Just make sure you twist the right way, not the right way. I have an issue. Uh, Scotty will attest to this of tatting when it's twisted. If you're not paying attention or you're not doing it right, it twists the rows the wrong way. And I notice it right away. So I have this thing with making sure you twist the right way, not the right way, and keep going so that it doesn't do that. It hangs right on the wall in front of me. Aw, that's awesome, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, those were so much fun to make. And they were as I went along, I just kind of came up with something as I was crocheting. Angie's little house was a real chore to make. I don't think it was even an inch high, and it was just this little itty bitty square with a roof and a little smokestack. I was really thinking of unsubbing to some so I can watch more of the regulars. I've been kind of doing that too, Sandra, like some that haven't been on in a while or don't do a lot of videos or don't post a lot of, I mean, I stay sub to them, but I turn off the bell because it's like I have so many bells on that I get so many notifications a day. And it was like, there's things I want to learn right now. And if it's something I want to learn, I definitely keep it on. Because, I'm always like to learn new things. So I've been trying to watch a lot of that, and I've been watching some new people and stuff. So just spreading the love. And see, I want to keep putting it through on this round, and it doesn't go through there on this round. And now I just made a knot. See, this is the things I struggle with. And then I have to, oh, there we go. Then I have to sit here till I get it out. So anybody else working on anything? I like example Maggie video. I didn't see it till yes, for an example. Yeah, isn't that bad when that happens? Like I was explaining to Patty the other night, like it's so weird. Like sometimes I don't even see her notifications that she's live, which is so weird. I have done that. The ones I watch that don't post videos anymore. Exactly, Kat. That too. The ones that don't post videos anymore, that means they're not active. It's kind of just takes up space and gets aggravating after a while. But like I'll have ones that'll come up while I'm sitting here and I'll be like, who the heck is that? It has nothing to do with any kind of craft I've ever done. It's not a name I know, but yet I'm subbed and have a bell on for this person, and I don't even know who they are. Making a journal from a file folder. Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing that Artie Mae's channel. I was going to come on and do that live today, but you know me, I get going on that stuff and it takes a while. I know Patty comes on tonight, so I didn't want to do that, but I may film part of it live and then just upload it. I subbed to a video because I wanted to make something. Now I don't even. Oh, that stinks. So what was I just saying, guys? Someone tell me what I was just saying. See what happens. What was I saying? Oh, so I'm making. She has that file folder one where you have to do a brayer, use a brayer, and Tracie did what did Tracie do? She did hers over embossing folders. And so I'm like, oh my God, what can I do with a brayer? And I thought of something, so I got to get it out there before someone else beats me. And then I got to think of something else to do with the brayer. But I do have, Patty sent me in one of her coffee dyed paper packs. She has these file folder pieces. I don't know where she gets them. It's a big secret. I kind of been hoarding them, but I'm making one out of that. Nursing a migrant. Oh, that stinks, Peggy. Yeah, migraines are no fun. Drink a can of Pepsi. I hear that's supposed to help. I don't drink pop, but I hear that helps because it takes down the inflammation and boosts the caffeine that you need. One more. See, I'm talking away. I'm usually really good at talking, and sometimes I get myself lost. 3. All right. And this one is almost like, I mean, I've been cranking along like one of these. I can crank along in no time, but this, because it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like, okay, am I getting anywhere? I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere sometimes. Yes, file folders are awesome. And I have to address this like copying thing a little bit, only because I don't think any of us copy. I think we're all inspired by somebody. But if you go out there in this great big giant world of YouTube, great big giant world of YouTube, everybody has these done already, regardless of what they say. Somebody else has done it somewhere, right? So everybody wants to make what everybody's making, and they're not all the same. Copying would be, you have to make the exact same thing the same exact way that somebody else did, almost like when you copy a page, it would have to be a copy. So I'm just inspired by all these ladies. And do I think it's cool? Yeah. Do I want to make one? Oh, and then I want to make it my own, which is generally what I do when it turns into this big ordeal. So I don't say I'm copying anyone, because everybody out there is all making the same kind of stuff these days, just adding a little bit of themselves to it. So you get inspiration. It's like, oh, aha, that's cool. I can add that and do this to it. So, and if you look out there, either everybody's using envelopes right now, or everybody's using junk mail envelopes, or everybody's doing file folders, or everybody's doing pockets, or everybody's rolls. I mean, everybody's doing it just in their own way. So they're all different, and they're all inspiring, because everybody adds their own thing to stuff. Nobody is doing exactly what somebody else did, right? And it is all inspiration. Yeah, I don't drink either, and I definitely don't drink pop. I drink tea, and that helps, but it was buggering on my end. Uh-oh. All right. We'll be right here. So yeah, it's hard for me when someone says someone copied me. Well, I'm quite sure if I go back 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or 100 years ago, somebody made something like that. Somebody made something like that somewhere along the line. So none of us can say, like, I can say I'm doing something. I haven't seen anyone do it yet, but I always say, I mean, it's not out there somewhere, right? Because I don't have all the grand ideas. I just make things my own way. And anyway, so it just upsets me when people say that to me. I think if someone wants to make something I'm making, you should be taking that as a compliment, that they like what you're doing, and they're going to take it and they're going to make it their own. And then you get to go back and look at it and go, wow, that was a great idea what they did there. Which is generally what I do. I look at people's work and I'm like, holy cow, why didn't I think of that? Wow, that's amazing. Even when I make my own stuff, like when I made that tag I made for the challenge, I was like, I get done and I'm like, wow, you just made this? I surprise myself sometimes. Hi, Jamal, how are you? The world of YouTube has it. Exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, there's stuff that people can do that I can't do, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try, because I am one of those people that likes to try a little bit of everything and see what I can do. See, there I go again. I want to go right into this stitch, and that's wrong. Not yet, Laurel. Have some patience. I know you have them. All right. And I know I'm going to run way out of thread, because I didn't realize how much thread it would take to make like a 7-inch piece of this. That's the other thing. It's all a guessing game sometimes. Like, I'm pretty good. This one I made, this is I did not cut this. That's exactly how much thread I had left. And it was like, wow, you measured that perfectly. You knew just exactly how much thread you were going to need for that piece. So I'm pretty good at it. But when you're making that's going in more than one direction, you can't always um, figure it out. So, but there is a way you can add thread too. It's, a lot of add this in, sew this, cut this off, but it can be done. So I like to make all this stuff like in long enough lengths that you can add them. I like little embellishment pieces too, which I think I'll start making some of those too, just because I think they're really cool. Some little embellishment pieces for inside your journal when you're adding to paper and making your ephemera. Just little pieces, which I think would be really cool too. So I am going to make some of those. I mean, I have my little doilies and I have some little pieces made, but I just need to get back at it again. All right, that's one too many. So let's take this one off. I was just happy to get my nails done today. I think I was behind. Caught up now. Yay, new subject. Amen. Laurel, preach it. Oh, thanks, Linda. Yeah, I have a hard time. I get really mad when someone's like, you copied me. I didn't copy anyone. First of all, I was very inspired by you. Say thank you. And second of all, if you look, mine will look totally different than yours. And I always give credit to where I was inspired by. So that's what I was saying earlier. I have been writing it down and putting it on little pieces of paper because I am from projects. And I don't want to forget just to say, I got this idea. No, I say I was inspired by this person who made something like this. And they'll usually say in their video, and I was inspired. That person's like, I was inspired by this. So it just goes on and on and on and never ends. It never ends. But, I think we forget sometimes that we are just a small little group. It would, how hard it would be to touch and find all the channels that are actually out there, because I don't like the way that looks. There are so many of them. I mean, there's billions of people on YouTube. We are just a tiny little speck compared to the amount of YouTube channels there are out there. So it's nice to go hunting sometimes, though, and find a channel you've never seen before and be like, oh, that's really cool, which I do that a lot. I like to just find new channels that I know none of us have heard of before and see what they're making in a journal. You don't have the patience? Oh, it's not that hard, Linda. I shouldn't say that. I guess it depends on who you are. Maybe I like tedious stuff. All my crafting involves tedious things, annoying things that take forever. So this to me is kind of easy. And I had bought my needles well over a year ago, and they sat, and I completely forgot about them. And then something came up, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to do that. I need to pull out my needles. How am I going to? And I just pulled up a video, and I'm still not liking this one piece here. It looks like it's too long, so I'm just going to tighten it. And I watched the video. I pulled out my stuff, and I started tatting. And within a couple hours, I was tatting, making chains. And I'm like, okay, now you're addicted. Now what? So then I started looking for threads and stuff, and Patty has found me some cool vintage ones, and I have ones at estate sales and thrift stores and stuff like that. So I'm always on the hunt for, the vintage threads for this. Like I'm using an older one. I got this from, what was it? A Goodwill out in Rockford. And I mean, this is an older one. It's this weird cream color and it's very thin. I mean, it's very hard to find something like this today, but I have the small little rolls that some of them are really thin. Like you use a super thin needle for them. They make, to me, the daintier the tatting is, the prettier it looks. So I don't like using like the regular crochet cotton, the thicker ones. Even the 30 isn't that thin to me. I like the really thin threads like this. To me, it just is, it's more dainty. And like I have a brown one I did that's like super, it's just super, super dainty because the thread is so thin and it just looks so pretty. So I'm always on the hunt for these. Because you can, depending on what you're making, you can go through quite a lot of thread really quickly. I mean, if I started making the big doilies, which I do want to make one just to say I made one, I know it's going to be super time consuming, but I can imagine how much thread, because just all these tiny little stitches, very far. Do you have a how-to? Linda, I do have other videos, and I actually go a little slower, and I explain to you how to do it. It's all mostly about fingers. Exactly, Linda. So I don't have the patience. Okay. So it's all about one round is this way and one round is this way. But you can always use your thumb. It just depends on your comfort level, just like when you're crocheting. I will tell you there are a ton of tatting videos out there, how-tos, that will go slow and teach you needle tatting. Type in needle tatting or shuttle tatting. And hi Michelle, thank you. And they'll go over it with you, because I did watch a video, and I do watch some ladies. But now I just go and look for pictures, and I try and figure them out on my own, because a lot of the more detailed designs and stuff, there aren't videos and stuff for it, and you have to know how to read a pattern and figure out the picture. So that's what I do now. I just look at a picture and then try and figure it out for myself. And I've made some really cool ones. And I just had idea flash in them the other night on what to do with them. So I'll bring one of them over here and show it to you, because it's really pretty. And then I'll show you that really tiny brown one I'm talking about, and you'll see the difference I'm talking about. So hold on one second. So I've been trying a bunch of different ones. This is actually a collar, and I know I've shown it, but this is a super thin kind of thread, this one, and you can just see how thin the little bitty picots are on it. It's just really thin. And this one here, this was a new one that I had done that I just think is super gorgeous. I just love the design. This was a little more difficult to make and figure out, because again, it's about the flipping and turning, and you got to know which way to flip and which way to turn. So I really love that one. I love this one. This one I added beads in, and again, this is a super tiny dainty one. But you can see the beads in there. And I just looked at a picture to make and figure this one out and make it. So here, I'm going to show you the difference between that green one and this tiny little brown one, just so you can see how dainty. See how tiny that is, even compared to this one. Look at how thin the threads are. It's like you can't even see them. They're so thin. But I love working with this really thin thread like that. This one was a little bit thicker one that I bought. It's okay. It's not my favorite. But I love these. All these really thin, dainty ones like this are definitely my favorite. Love these. So I love making those. That one's my favorite. So yeah, it just depends on, it's a lot of figuring out, especially when you're just looking at a picture. Hi, Karen. How are you? Oh, thanks, Linda. Bye, Debbie. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Deb. So yeah, so I'm always on the hunt for these. I'll show you one. a really old one. Let's see. So these are all old right here. And you can tell because it's like thread, needle thread that goes in your sewing machine, even thinner. These are all vintage ones here. They're all super old. And you can tell this one's kind of dirty, but I don't care. I like it. It's old. So I'm always on the hunt for this kind on these little things or on the longer spools. But yeah, these work great. And they're just so pretty when they're that dainty. And it's not as thin as I'd like it, but like I said, because of the pattern that I'm doing, it this small in my hand, and it would take me a while to make a 7-inch piece of thread. The smaller the stitches, the longer it takes. So this is a pretty thin one, and it's really soft. I mean, look how flexible it is. Though tatting is supposed to be stiff, from what I understand. I like it. I like that it's soft and flowy and, you know, has movement. I mean, I do iron some of my pieces, but like if I want it in a journal, I don't want it all stiff. I want it like my lace. I want it nice and soft. I mean, you can use starch and stiffen them up, like the doily ones. If you're going to lay them on a table, I for sure would probably starch those so that they stay flat, because then you can see all the whole entire pattern and everything. It's really pretty. I do have two doily ones that are gorgeous, and oh my god, it took me forever to iron them. That's what I mean, to get them straight, because the threads were, oh, what are you doing around here? See, I start chatting too much, and it's like, what are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Oh, it is. It's fun, Deb. I don't know. I just think everybody should try something new. I'm not saying everybody. And some people, you know, they would rather just have it than have to make it, which I'm that way with certain things. But I'm the type of person where if I see something, I'm like, I could probably make that, you know, rather than buy it. I'll be like, I could make that. And that's how all this started when I was younger. I was like, I could make that. I'd be in the store and see something. I'm like, I can make that better than they just made that. And that's how my crafting got started. So yeah. And see, I've been on a while, and I feel like I'm cruising along, but I'm not getting very far, am I? It just doesn't. It's because of all this back and forth work. If this was a long piece, it'd probably be as long as this one by now, if I wasn't going back and forth. But I like trying. Trying new stitches, and this is a new one, and it's pretty simple. But I am going to make the next one. I am going to add beads to my 15-0 Delica beads, because I think it would look really, really pretty. I love when they have beads in them. And not all tatting. I don't think it was originally meant to have beads in it, but I think it looks beautiful with beads in it. I could probably, if I didn't have to hold it. Yeah. Well, this is something you kind of have to hold. I think it's almost impossible to do flat. I know a lot of people have issues with their hands, and I think one of the reasons I keep doing this is to kind of keep away what's happening to our hands as we get older, especially those of us that use our hands like all the time. Like they say, the more movement, the more you use them, the better it is. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, but yeah, it's like I can almost do this with just don't really have to think about it a lot. Except then I get too relaxed, and it's like, oh nope, that doesn't go there. Redo, redo. And I've figured out how to back it out easier. When I first did this and I made a mistake, it took me forever to get it out. Like crochet, if you make a mistake, you just pull and it comes out. Knitting, this, it's a little tedious, but I have figured out an easier way to get my, a whole roll pulled out a little bit quicker. Going to refresh this thing. It must be the internet today that's going wonky. Did Linda come in? Did I miss Linda? God, I hope not. Oh, no, that's the other Linda. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I did, type in caps and let me know, and I'll try and catch up. I do have chat right here so I can see it. I know everybody, when I first started doing this, everybody's like, come on in, chat, we want to watch. I'm like, how exciting can this be for anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I shouldn't say that because I sit and watch tatting videos, but it's like, they're like, we'll watch a tat. I'm like, okay. All right, Deb, I'll be here. Gonna listen and pay your bills. Yeah, you really don't need, I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again. It's not, came on here to have something to do, to chat with you guys and have something to do while I was chatting. So I wasn't just sitting here twiddling my thumbs because, that's no fun either. Because I'm a hand talker and my hands, as you notice, my hands, when I'm not doing something, are always going when I'm talking. Like you can see what I'm doing. Like it's like this, which I hate. It makes me crazy. So it's always better if I have something in my hand to keep me busy while I'm chatting. So anybody working on anything new? Anybody tried anything new recently? Or seen something new recently? That's like, ooh, I haven't seen that before. I don't, do any of you ladies watch Took's Craft Table? Oh my God. Amazing crafter. She's amazing. So probably done by now. Me, it'll take me a year to get mine going. And I told her, I said, I can't watch you while I do this because I will never have my own ideas if I watch you. She had a journal challenge going on to make a journal out of a book. And you could rip out certain pages because you have to use the book and the book pages. So you rip out however amounts of pages that you want till it's to what you need. And you can only use those pages in the book. You can use stamps, paints. I can't remember. I think you can use die cuts. You can't use like any lace, any of that kind of, everything you make has to be made out of the paper from the book. And when I watched her first video, I think my jaw was hanging on the floor the entire time. Just the creativity. I was just like, oh my goodness. You're trying some ribbon embroidery. Cool. Just finished a journal for a girlfriend. Now to start on an Easter journal for the girl. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Still looking till I found you and I want to try. Okay. Yeah, if you just type in beginners needle tatting or beginner shuttle tatting, there are a ton of videos to watch, and some of them are like 5 minutes. They'll give you the basic on how to hold the needle and how to do the twisting, and some of them are more elaborate where they'll actually make a whole doily or something. But yeah, there's a ton of tatting videos out there. And you can get the, I don't know if you have a Hobby Lobby near you. Don't try to go to Joann's or Michael's because you won't find them. But Hobby Lobby does carry, Hobby Lobby? Where was I at the other day? I think Joann's carries the needles like this. Where's my needles? In the set, you'll get 3 needles and you'll get 2 of these. And I think you can get them at Joann's because isn't that where I was the other day when I was looking? Or was I at Hobby Lobby? I know for a fact Hobby Lobby has them, but sounds cool. What's the what channel name? Oh, Took's Craft Table. Tooks. She's amazing. I just watching that, I was just like, okay, there's something new that I haven't seen before. Let's make a book out of the pages of the book. You can use markers and paints and stuff like that, but you can't use like lace or anything already pre-made. It all has to be made out of the pages from the book that you took out. I was like, what? And just her first page was, I was just like, what? It was awesome. All right, 3, 1, 2, one more. One. Took's Crafty Table. That's it. I watch her. I watch Twigs and Tomes. There's a whole bunch of new ones I've been watching. Never been to Hobby Lobby, so this will give. There you go. Yeah, it's over by the like cross stitch and felting area. You'll find them over there. Yes, Hobby Lobby does have a lot of the stuff. I know for a fact. I don't think Joann's does anymore. They did it one time. They may have the needles. I'm not exactly sure now. I'm just trying to think where I was at the other day. Oh, my back. Had a fight with a dryer. I won. Be careful there, Mags. Oh, I'm back. I thought you said my back. I was like, oh my goodness. You had a fight with the dryer. Oh my gosh. Just keep me in check on the time, ladies. Like I said, I know Patty's going on tonight. I don't know what time. You go, Mags. That's right. You go. You get that dryer. And I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere. I've had to done at least 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it doesn't seem like I'm getting very far, does it? It's because it's like here, 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 here. It's like back and forth, back and forth. I'm not getting anywhere. Oh, thanks, Kat. I never ever forget. Maggie got a hug from. I saw that. She looked like a deer with the head in the headlights. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I move? And I can't wait for Nikki to make her journal because um I don't know if you want to call it consignment. She had a whole list of tatting, specific tatting things she wanted, and that one took me a little bit. In brown, black. I think it was brown, black. I don't know if there was one other color, but it was like 3 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these, 3. So she would tell you how much she loves it because she got a bunch of my tatting. Wait, what? When? Thank you so much, Laurel. Enjoyed my time and such beautiful work. Have a great night. Thank you for coming inland. I appreciate it. I have print that picture for my craft room wall. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, she has a picture standing next to Timmy. All right, I'm almost running out of thread, so I think that's when I will say adieu because it's going to be a project to do all the weaving and get a new thread and everything. That's a little bit time consuming of a project, but I definitely wanted to come on and chat with you guys for a while. But I will be back this weekend, most likely on Saturday, not on Friday, but we'll see if I have something ready to go by on Friday, I may come on Friday. If not, I'll probably come on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, once I run out of thread here, it's pull out my needle and thread and do a bunch of weaving and get a new thread. Myself, I don't like adding in thread. I would like one continuous piece. All right, Kat, have a good dinner. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? I would prefer a continuous. I know that's almost impossible sometimes in everything that you do. But to me, it's a lot more difficult in this than it is in crochet when you have to add new thread. It's not quite the same as crochet because there's really nowhere to hide it in these tiny little loops and stuff. There's nowhere to hide the thread. It's like you have to run it up through here or through there, and you have to use such a tiny needle, and it's so annoying. That's awesome. I'm glad you're good. Me too. Enjoying my day off from work. And just about at the end of this live because I'm going to be running out of thread on one end. Oh, there went my iPad. You guys can probably see yourself now. Let's fix it. All right, 1, 2, one more. One more. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yeah, see how short it's getting? And I'll push it. I will, but because I need to add a new one in, I won't be able to push it this much. But like when I'm getting to the end of one, I'll push it as far as I can go just to not have to add in. Like the green doily I made. Oh my God, it was so close. I actually had to take the needle out and put the thread through and then put it back through the needle just to make it work because it was getting so close. Yes, yay, a day off, right? Those are always awesome. Who doesn't? Though I will have a whole week off coming up. I think our holiday starts the Monday the 23rd. So from Friday the 20th till that following week, which is awesome. And then I think we go back for a day or something, and then we have the other holiday. I'm not sure. I'll have to look now and find out if they run in together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I'm thinking of May. It's March. Don't mind me. I'll see when this happens. I know I'm not going to be able to show you guys. There is a space right there. No can do. So we got to take it back out. Get it really close. Don't like spaces. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I'm just very picky about the stitches and where they go and how they lay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I thought it was Sunday today. Woke up and rats had to all. Hi, Paula. All right. See, when I'm doing this, I don't really have other things to talk about because this is all I'm doing. It's not like when you're playing with paper and I can have a million oopses, right? Oops, that was wrong. Oops, that was wrong. Yeah, hopefully it will seem like a short week now this week, but sometimes when we have a day off like that, the week actually seems longer, which is so odd to me. I don't know why that happens. All right, and up to here. So it's like I have all these other projects sitting here and I don't really want to do them because I want to be on while I'm doing them, whether I'm filming or live. And I much prefer go live than I haven't just filmed a video in a long time. I suppose I could, but it's just really hard when you're sitting here pretending to act like everybody's here and they're really not here, you know. I guess I need to do start being like more professional and just like doing my project like everybody else does, but that's really hard for me. And I noticed with this thread, because it's so old, it's like a little thinner. It's like when they wove it, maybe that's because of how it's made. It might be on all thread. I just have really never paid attention, but it's like you get to a spot that's thicker than another spot for a little bit. It's kind of weird. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Pull this one through. All right. Got it. Okay. And I think that's where we're going to end, because I know, oh, it's already going on 4. Patty will be coming on soon. She's an hour ahead of me. I'll pull that the wrong way and tie and go. So yeah, so that's as far as we got. But like I said, I will definitely come on and what did I do here? Oh, see here. Now you're gonna see an oops. So Laurel's gonna have to pull out rows. See what I did here? I locked in 2 picots. So that's definitely wrong. So Laurel's gonna have to go backwards now and fix that. When I'm chatting and crafting sometimes, but that's okay. And see, I can't let it go and say, oh, you can't see it, because as soon as I set this right here on the desk, I'm like, something's not right. Oh, well, right there, because you just decided you'd add in a second picot for no reason at all. Hi, Leslie. How are you? We're just getting ready to go. I bet. Nope, you can't add something to cover it up, but nope, it would literally drive me insane, Sandra. So I will go backwards now until I get to that spot and fix it, because that's just how I am. Thank you, Peggy. See you at Patty's. Yep, it will bug me for sure. I mean, I noticed it right away. This one looks funky, and this one, yeah. And now it looks funky. Now I got to fix it. So yeah, you can even see it. I know you can see it because I'm looking at YouTube and I can see it a mile away, sticking out like a sore thumb. That's wrong. Got to fix it. So we'll just look at this pretty piece instead, because there's no mistakes in this one. So we'll put this one down like that. There we go. Voila. I think one. All right. So that's it, ladies. I will be back. Xander, too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, that's almost half my work. Exactly. But when I'm not on here, I can, when I'm not stopping to chat, I can go a lot faster. So thank you all for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate it. I missed you guys. It was fun to get on and be live for a little while. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and head over to Patty's at, I want to say 6 p.m. You'll get the notification if you have your little bell on. 6 p.m. It'll be 7 my time, I believe. So yeah, and head over there. She's got some beautiful goodies tonight to check out. So I enjoyed it too. Thank you all so much for joining me, and you will either see me Friday or you will see me. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Don't forget out there and create something. 7 p.m. Thank you, Scotty. 7 p.m. her time. So 7 p.m. my time, right? Yes. CST, EST. Gonna get me all confused. It'll be 7 p.m. my time, which is CST time. I think me. Patty's channel is just Patty Lang, PattyLang. And Michelle, if you want to pop it in the chat real quick before I go, you can. No, 6. Oh, she'll be on at 6 my time. That's right. What am I thinking? That's why I miss it. I think it's 7 my time. Can you pop it in the chat for me real quick? And then those that want to head on over. Have a great evening, Sandra. I got to get a nice picture, so we're going to put like a whole bunch of tatting up here just so we get a really pretty picture. So we'll just stick a bunch of it up here like this and just cover the whole thing with tatting. Hey, although I'll have to change the title, some chatting and tatting. That's what it needs to say. There we go. I'll just get a bunch of pieces up there like that. Is it all in there? I can't see yet. 7 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. CST, 5 p.m. MST. Thank you, Paula. She is your, oh, she's in the down bar, ladies. That's right. If you go in my description below, you will see Patty Ling's channel. And she's there, and that's where we'll all be at. So again, have a wonderful rest of your day and have a wonderful week, ladies. And I will see you all this weekend. Bye for now. I want to get this a little bit closer. It's not doing what I want. Sorry, ladies. I'm being a little picky here. I want everything to show because I want a pretty picture. Bye.